الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كما وعدتكم راح اتقابل مع احد الاخوات المسلمة، ما شاء الله هي نشأت هنا وهذا بيتها وجينا نزورها في بيتها وان شاء الله نسوي معاها لقاء. واشكر كل من ارسل اسئله طبعا في السناب شات من الاخوان الاخوات، وراح اسال اسئلتكم. طبعا ما عندي اي سؤال، كل الاسئله اللي جاء راح اسالها ان شاء الله راح تكون اسئلتكم، فاترككم على المقابله الحين ان شاء الله تستمتعوا. اوكي، السلام عليكم مريندا.
وعليكم السلام.
I have some question for you. So this is my friend. His name is Abdullah Al-Hayani. His first question: how did you become Muslim?
I became Muslim after a long time of thinking about it, so maybe 2 years, and I read the Quran a lot and watched a lot of YouTube videos about Islam, and just the more that I read, the more comfortable I felt with it, and just over time there was just one night in the middle of the night that I just felt like I have to be Muslim, and I got really emotional and I called my friend, and she's a Muslim convert who also is from the United States, and she helped me take the Shahada over the phone. Alhamdulillah.
There's a question from Ashan. She said, what is the thing that you like the most about Islam?
The best thing about Islam is the feeling that it gives you knowing that you're Muslim. The thing that I like the most about Islam is just knowing that I'm Muslim, because it just feels so good to finally know what I believe in and know what the truth is. And I love the feeling like when I pray and when I do good things, it just makes me feel really good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And she said also, what is your message for all the Muslims around the world?
Be strong and know what you believe and never get distracted by this life, because it's temporary and it doesn't mean anything except a test. So just always be like as close as you can to Allah.
Inshallah. Okay, there is a question from Nof Subai. She said there are a lot of people who have Islamic phobia. Also, some people think Islam is bad religion because, like, you know, ISIS and stuff. How can you change their thoughts about Islam, and how can you help to change their thoughts?
I think it takes a lot of patience, because people are ignorant and sometimes they can't really help it. They just learn that from the news or learn that from the media or anything that they watch on TV. They just think that it's true. So I think that it takes a lot of patience and like patiently tell people the truth if you get the chance, and do it in a nice way, and never fight with people or get angry about it. I think the best way is just to be kind to people, and also just to live your life the way you are and just be a good person.
Joseph Al-Mansouri, he said, what was the most difficult thing in Islam before you became Muslim?
Before I became Muslim, I thought that wearing hijab would be one of the most difficult things, and also just following all the rules. Because before I knew more about Islam, I thought that the rules would be really hard, and like doing all my obligations would be hard, like the prayers and everything. But really it's not difficult, alhamdulillah, it's easy.
Alhamdulillah. Al-Hassan Hayjan, he asked you, what is the reason that made you become a Muslim?
I thought a lot about the beliefs and I decided that I agree with them. Like for example, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a prophet, and I believe in all the prophets in Islam, and that there's one God, and that was part of the reason. There are a lot of reasons. I love Islam.
Question from Ahmed al-Shambari. He said, as we know, it's hard for you to wear hijab in your community, like in the United States or in your community. Is that bothering you? And was it easy decision for you to wear hijab?
In a way, it's a little bit difficult sometimes because sometimes it's just uncomfortable in certain places still, but actually overall it's really easy, alhamdulillah. Really, like as soon as I made the choice to wear it, I just stuck with it, and no matter where I go, it doesn't matter, I wear it, even in my hometown where there are really no other Muslims. So once you do it the first time, I think it's easy. So like the first day of classes, I was scared. I was so scared. I was like, wow, how can I do this? And then after that, alhamdulillah, it's easy because I know I know I'm doing the right thing and it feels good to wear it and I like it.
Okay, there's two questions from my brother Khadr Zahrani. He said, what did you think about Islam before you became a Muslim?
Before I became Muslim, actually before I actually knew Muslim people, I really didn't know what to think about it, to be honest, because the only thing that I knew about it was from the news or just from briefly learning about it in school, but in school we really didn't learn a lot about it. So I didn't really know what the beliefs were or really what Islam was at all. So really I didn't have a very strong opinion about it. I didn't believe people when they said Muslims are terrorists and things like that, but I didn't know what the truth was about it.
The second question is, will you be able to help to spread the Islam?
Inshallah, I hope so.
How?
I just hope to be a positive person who people can feel comfortable with, who can also spread knowledge about Islam, and I hope that I can learn more myself in the process and that I can help people to know more. And I hope I can give them information about it in a positive way that helps them to learn about it and hopefully spread Islam more, inshallah. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
What do you think when Miranda wears a hijab?
I think she looks beautiful in it.
Is it easy to accept it from the first?
No.
Why?
The religion is easy to accept, but I don't like all the commitments and the restrictions. I don't like that. She's an American girl.
Okay.
And when she puts on all these restrictions, she becomes something else. To me, not really, maybe, but but that's just part of the deal. If she's going to be this religion, that's part of the deal. And it's something I've got to deal with.
Okay, what do you feel when you go out with her, like for dinner or lunch? Like before she became Muslim and after?
I'm really proud. And when people look at her, they have a sense of love, don't they? I mean, you talk about how they show love. I'm really proud of her. I'm proud to be with her when we go out.
Beautiful that she wears the hijab. She looks nice in it and it means a lot to her. And it keeps the focus on her face and what she's thinking. It keeps the focus on her mind rather than anything else. And I think it's a wonderful thing. I wouldn't mind to wear one myself.
Okay, there is a question from Abdullah Al-Hayani. He said, how was your life before you become Muslim and now?
Well, there's really no comparison, alhamdulillah. It's 100% better now, but I think in a lot of ways I was already becoming more of a Muslim like before I actually took my shahada, and I was already living as a Muslim in some ways, and I was trying to become more like Muslim people and but I didn't have the good feelings about it like I do now. Like now it's just so much better.
What do you think when you go out with her, like for dinner or lunch?
I'm not embarrassed at all. I mean, you know, she's Miranda to me, either way, with, you know, without a hijab or with a hijab, it's Miranda. And,
This one you got from me.
oh yeah, and actually I got this one for her. I'm just so happy that she's happy, that it doesn't matter to me what she wears.
Do you think she's different after she became Muslim? Did you notice any difference or something? And anything like
Is it
manner?
going now? Okay. Yes, I did notice something different. What I noticed, the difference was that there's always been something just a little bit sad about Miranda. She was one of the best little girls in the whole wide world, but she was always a little bit sad, and I never knew why. And I think she's found what's making her happy, and that's what I believe.
You lift me up high, you spread my wings and fly me to the sky.
I think now she's happy, and that makes me happy. There's nothing that can make me any happier than seeing one of my kids happy. And this has brought that to her. She smiles all the time, except right now. She smiles all the time. And something else I've noticed about her, Miranda was always pretty quiet. She was pretty shy and backward. And this has really brought her out. She likes to teach about this. And every day I learn something new. Every day that I'm around her or that I talk to her on the phone, I learn something new. And I think that's helping me as well as it's helping a lot of other people, because I carry her knowledge with me, and at work. I know at work. I work at the hospital here in Newcastle, and I pass that along to my fellow workers and my patients. As things come up and they talk about some of the happenings in the world, and they have a lot of misinformation, and Miranda wants to make sure that people are straightened out, that they have the truth. And I pass that along to them through her. I mean, I do. She passes it through me, I guess.
I definitely have not lost friends since I became Muslim. I know that some people might have that experience because some people might not be as comfortable to be around someone if they know that they're Muslim, if they are against that or something like that. But I have actually gained more friends, and I haven't lost any friends, alhamdulillah. And I think I'm making more and more friends now that I'm Muslim, because I don't know why. Never mind, I don't know, but I'm meeting a lot of people, and I'm happy. And so far, I don't know the reaction of all my family members, but the family members who I'm really close to, for the most part, they're really happy about it because they know how happy I am. I know that some family members who I'm close to might have kind of a problem with it, but I think that it's more of a misinformation problem and not really knowing why I do certain things. But I think that hopefully that'll be solved, and that won't be a problem. But yeah, most of my family is actually reacting positively, and my friends are really positive about it. A lot of people congratulated me from my classes, even just my acquaintances, and it's been positive. Even random people that I meet, they're happy about it. I don't know why.